I have the 2019 cars up. Yeah, so anyway, I'll get back to what I was saying before. There's certain things with the game that really bother me, as you don't have replays that I was just mentioning in the prior stream, which I'll have to delete because the stream just cut out for some reason. But you don't have replays that are working properly, and certain wheels and everything aren't compatible. And basically what I said for the first time was that you know, like the options menu is really kind of crazy to try and figure out. Okay, it's just a little bit insane. But I wanted to show the gameplay here because what I was getting at was I really am in love with this game. And this is Catch, by the way, because the first stream got disconnected for some odd reason. It's the first time I've ever streamed this game, so I've never seen that happen before. But there we go, it happened. But the gameplay itself, it really feels like you're driving a real GT3 car. And now they added GT4 cars on the PC, but that's coming in fall for the PlayStation and Xbox on console. So you can make liveries in this game. There are like 5 different designs that you could choose from once you get your colors situated and all that. And it does look really good. You know, as you can see here, it's really they did a really good job. I mean, you know, you can't go putting custom logos or decals on like you can on the PC. Maybe one day that'll come, but this game is really focused around the actual driving. So it is good enough for me that I could at least get this kind of stuff on with my colors, and I'm pretty happy with that. So there is a way that you could do it. I don't want to get into it now, but what you have to do is you have to save the car first. So you will go into add, you have to save the car with a number and your team name first, and then hit save. Once you do that, then you can go back in and start switching the colors and the designs around. It's a weird glitch that they have to fix and take care of, but you could do cool things like you know, you want to open the door so you could see what they have going on inside the car. I mean, it's, you know, very, very in depth, which is really cool. It's, again, the liveries are not nearly what they are in Gran Turismo, but they are really still good. Just show you a few of my cars here that I made. No, I don't want to do that. You go to custom. Okay, so there's an Audi. You know, so like these are some of the different designs. The Bentley is pretty generic. I don't really like that livery, to be honest with you. But the Ferrari is really what I drive. Okay, so we confirmed that car. Now let's like I was saying in the beginning, the replays and the controls are really hard, but once you start getting into the game, it's awesome. Now, I saved replays. I had an hour-long race at Silverstone, okay? It saved 4 minutes of it. I had a 20-something minute race at Barcelona. It saved 3 minutes and 48 seconds of it. Now, I was saying before in the first stream, I assigned the replay button to it, and it says it's saving the replay, but it just doesn't save. I want to start the race from the start of the race on the grid start, show the grid start, and then go from there. And it doesn't do that. It seems to pick up at a random point in the race, and it only has a duration of about 4 minutes to 3:48. So there's some glitch with that they have to fix, and I'm dumbfounded by the fact that they actually didn't recognize this or didn't patch this bug right away. And I understand, like I said originally, I'll have to delete the first stream because it cut out, but other people are having trouble with the wheel, like some wheels. That's unacceptable. They should have all the wheels figured out before anything. Okay, so yes, replays and liveries should come secondary to all that stuff. But that being said, I still don't understand how you can set the game up where the replays are not, something as simple as that, are not working right. But with all that out of the way and all that said, I want to get into this because I want to show you guys the gameplay for some people, just some friends of mine or some people that don't have the game already. I know that you probably all have seen this, most of you, but this is just something that I wanted to get into because the sounds of the cars and the feel of the cars are just unbelievable. And for me, I could deal with the 30 FPS per second as opposed to the 60 FPS that Gran Turismo has, or that that the PCs have, obviously a lot higher than that. But for me, it's really an unbelievable feeling. So I'm going to show you this view first of my car, and I'm in the Ferrari, so you can just kind of take a look at the gameplay itself in TV camera mode, which is still pretty decent graphics. That rumble is the Mercedes up front. It just sounds unbelievable. Listen to this thing. The Mercedes, I mean, it sounds like when you're really at the real life track, and how the Mercedes sounds. The Ferrari, the Audi, the Aston Martin, the Lamborghini, I mean, the BMW with the blow-off valve sounds insane. Alright, now let's take a look at some of these views here. Listen to this car. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I'm so sorry. I'll have to go back into that. I don't know the buttons on the controller, so forgive me, but we'll go back into it for real quick, and I'll start going from my view that I use. But like I said, the sounds of the game, the sounds of the car, the actual feeling that you get when you're driving the car is unbelievable. It's just so I'm telling you, I played Gran Turismo Sport, obviously GTS, for a very long time since the game was released. I'm not by any means the fastest guy, but I would consider myself pretty quick. I mean, you know, like average quick, okay? Like, and I started playing this game and I couldn't go back. When I went back to Gran Turismo, I just had no idea it was just no idea what I was doing. And it was only like I didn't play for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, and then, you know, I just had no idea. So these are the different views that you can get, and they're a little bit different in the actual game when you're playing it. So you got a chopper cam up here, you have the regular TV cam, which is here, which again, the graphics are pretty good. Again, I don't really notice the 30 frames per second. Again, like, you'll see those grass blades there, but you know, you could tell that it's a little off, but for me, it works fine. Now just listen to the car, man. It's just unbelievable. Hit curves like that because it's all about tire pressure in this game. See the guy, your guy. This is a different angle, but this is the view that I use right here. And I mean, when you're looking at this view, the 30 frames per second, I mean, it doesn't really affect me. And I'm playing a against the AI on 90 right now, and the AI is unbelievable in this game. They're really good, but I'm just trying to build my SA safety rating up, so I'm not making aggressive passes on them. But I'll shut up now and let's finish with the way that these cars run. I get a good move on Bogey. By the way, we're at Silverstone, a track that is not in Gran Turismo. Dynamic weather in this game is unbelievable as well. Good run. Okay, that was actually the end of the race. Okay. So you have to be careful when you're driving in this game, because when you're driving in this game here, you just can't, you know, overtake people like a maniac. Like you could, like in Gran Turismo, you can't dive bomb them and all that. I want to give you just a quick look at some of all the different cars here, and here's some of the different cars. So listen to the blow-off valve on this M6. Sounds unbelievable too. Excuse me, unbelievable too. I mean, all these cars feel and sound amazing. Amazing. There's the GTR. Look at the GTR dashboard here. This is the 2019 GTR. This is the Audi R8. car that sounds unbelievable. Each car is different to drive. Each car has its own characteristics and is really hard. I want to get to the Huracan. Here we go. This thing's a beast. So again, when we get past the issues of will these, will these issues be done and fixed, I think this game really does have the potential to be just unbelievable. That's my personal opinion. I love the way it feels. It's a long way off from the PC version, but I have hope in 505, that 505 Games and the creators of this game, that they will indeed fix some of these things. And then you could do the career mode, you could do the championship mode, but obviously everybody wants to get online. So before I go, in single player, it's really cool. You could do a bunch of different things. You could do custom race weekend like this. You could have the weather changed how you want it. You could have random weather. You come down here and you could, pick your type of weather that you want, but you could even leave it on a clear day and then go over here to variety. And you could, if you put this up to like 100, it'll just randomly change. Like you'd be driving in the sun and all of a sudden it starts downpouring, and then you have to figure out on the fly what to do. So it's got real cool GT3 or just real track racing an experience, which is immersive, and that's what really gets me in the game. So Monza, just like everywhere in the world, don't drive on Monza when you're first starting out. You're gonna die at the first chicane. The computer's gonna kill you. The AI is really actually fast here. It's not a track that you really want to start at. Brands Hatch, I personally can't stand Brands Hatch myself, but it's obviously an iconic track. Then you have Silverstone, which we don't have in GTS. Paul Ricard, Misano, Zandvoort, Spa, of course. Nürburgring, of course. So, Barcelona, we have Zolder, of course, Bathurst, Laguna, Suzuka, and Kalami. Kalami's a really cool track. But anyway, guys, like I said, for me, the game is really pretty cool. I really do love the whole experience. And it's kind of forcing me away from GTS because I'm just the real driving experience is getting me to the place that I love, and I feel so comfortable there, and it's just so amazing to play. But they do need help with the multiplayer because there's not private lobbies. So once that gets rectified, and these little tweaks that they can make the game better with, I think that this game will really be on a whole nother level. I really, really do. But yeah, for now, I'm obviously going to stick with GTS and continue to try and. It's very hard for me to manage both, honestly. I drive with this ACC, and then I go over to GTS, and I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm like a full second slower, so I really need to put my practice back in GTS a lot. But I'm just trying to explain to you the difference of the game. It's like one is really a sim, and one is 50-50. One's a people call it a simcade, but I personally don't think it's bad in GTS. I mean, the physics are totally different, but there's a lot more that you could do on GTS. So, but if ACC does get this down and we could all start joining lobbies together, and private lobbies and set up leagues, like they do on PC, there's just no comparison. So, again, I started rambling here. I just wanted to show you some gameplay, but yeah. So I started rambling like a maniac, and yeah. So that's what I do. But anyway, alright guys, this is Catch. I appreciate your patience and you listening to me rumble and ramble, but just wanted to give you some sounds of the game. And I'll see you again. We'll see you for SFR. Thank you guys.